use. You stop doing technical things. You start using your sense, not your strength. Hello? Please, if you don't develop anything, develop behavioral skills, management, administration. They are very important skills that takes you from being an employee to become a manager. A manager must be able to administer, must be able to manage.
Well, I've asked Pastor Kunle to come this morning, just to come and share with us on this topic of skill and how important it is. So is the microphone ready for him? Maybe you should use this one. I don't know where you people stop doing hygiene again. Where are cleaners and things like that? You guys.
Good morning. Yeah. Well, I think we started last week with money doesn't grow on trees, it grows on what? Please, let's be here. Money doesn't grow on trees. Where does it grow? I can't hear you guys. So money does not grow on what? On trees. It grows on what? On skills. So I think the bottom line is money. Yes or yes? Hello?
Praise the Lord.
The bottom line is what? Ego.
Praise the Lord.
So it also means if you don't have money, there's probability you don't have what? Hello? Because money does not grow on what? It grows on what? So if you don't have money, what does it tell you? There's something wrong in the skills dimension. You see, life is practical. Life is real. Sometimes when you over spiritualize life, you run into problems. I also believe Nigeria is over spiritualized. Our problem is skill. It's not there's no demon holding Nigeria down. It's a skill problem. Are you getting me now? It's a skill problem. There was a time they were interviewing I think it was a US senator, and he was comparing the president of China with the president of the US. And the guy said, I was talking to the president of China, I can't remember. He said, Donald Trump, for instance, cannot be a local government chairman in China. Hello? He said Donald Trump cannot be what? Local government chairman in China. Not talking about the president. That's Donald Trump. Now imagine your local government chairman. So you know where we are. We are not here because there's a demon. We are where we are because of skills. But let's leave Nigeria. Let's go back to you now. Because sometimes there's a little you can do about Nigeria. Sometimes. But there's a lot you can do about who? Yourself. Alright? So you are not where you are now because there's a demon. You are where you are now of your skill level. Alright? And it's important that as a human being, you agree with that. You see, sometimes something, I don't know whether it's an African virus. Something tells you, you can declare and things will change. Hello? Hello? Has that happened to you before? When I was in school, I used to believe, thank you, sir, that if I don't know a course very well and I'm not able to read for it, when I get after the exam, I can go to the results board and declare and say result. Change from failure to what? To pass. Oh guys, the result no they change you. If it's F9, it stays as F9. It doesn't change. It's an African problem. We just believe we can declare Lagos Ibadan Expressway to become express. No. It doesn't change to express. You have to walk it to express with a skill. Hallelujah this morning. So my challenge sometimes is that in Africa we are overzealous about what we should actually develop skill on. All right, and so this statement is 5,000% fact that money doesn't grow on trees; it grows on skills. All right, so there's no compromise to skill development. So I'm going to be looking very fast this morning about mastering vital skills to navigate today's dynamic challenges, because the rate that things are changing now is extremely dynamic, and if you are not awake, there's a high probability you'll be left behind very fast if you are not awake. All right, when I say awake, I don't mean you are sleeping. I mean spiritually you don't know what is happening. Are you getting me now? So if you are not awake, you might not be able to catch up with the rate things are changing. So I'm going to start very fast this morning. That knowledge is not what? Is not skill. Knowledge is not skill. Some people confuse that because you have some knowledge, it means you have a skill. No, knowledge is not a skill. For instance, I have been sitting in that sound cubicle with Mr. Shimokwadare for maybe 10 years. So I can see what he's doing, but I can tell you I have zero skills in it. Guess what? Even staying around those who are doing something doesn't mean you are getting the skill. A winner is someone who recognizes his personal talent, works his tail off to develop them into what? Into skills. So talent is also not a skill. And uses those skills to accomplish his what? His goals. Now, you see, let me now tell you the challenge sometimes. Some people begin to say, okay, what is my talent? Let me develop skill in my talent. That's true. Sometimes you can develop skill faster than your talent. But guess what? It doesn't have to be your talent. You can develop skill in anything. Someone like me, I don't think there's almost anything I've not done before apart from doing surgery or going to law court. I can do anything, sir. I tell you. You know why? Because you see, there was a time in my family when things went south. My father had a job. They sacked him from the job. They didn't just sack him because thieves came to rob at that location and the company lost money. They collected his car. So we that were going to school with car, we started tracking to school. So I've seen your life go from up there to zero. For like 2 years, we didn't eat rice in my house. It was luxury. Things were very bad. I've seen that clearly and I've made up my mind, this will never happen to me or my family. So I can do anything, sir. I can develop any skill. There's nothing like this what you read in school. For instance, I read mechanical engineering for University of Ibadan. Till tomorrow, I've not used it for 1 hour. Hello? Till what? Tomorrow, I've not used that mechanical engineering for 1 hour. Everything I've been doing in my life is from other skills I developed. Are you getting me now? So you can develop skill anywhere. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Anything. For instance, my brother-in-law is a doctor in the US. Since when they were younger, my mother-in-law has had a dream that all her grandchildren must be US citizens. So when they were trying to go to university, my mother-in-law already knew that this guy is going to go to the US. So what industry does well in the US? Medicine. So she pushed her son to medicine. The guy is a very successful doctor in the US today. Are you getting me now? You can succeed sometimes in any industry you choose. Develop skill development. Let's quickly look at 4 skill categories. These are just theories, like school theories. 4 skill categories that for me applies on this planet. Number 1 is what they call sectorial skills. Sectorial skills are skills that pertain to qualifications, knowledge sector to a particular industry or field. For instance, now you can be in technology, like I read mechanical engineering. That's a sector skill. You have people in medicine, banking, agriculture, legal, So in a place like Nigeria, all of us start chasing a sector skill. Everybody. If you don't have a sector skill in Nigeria, they don't respect you. That means you don't have a BSc. Or you don't have HND. Are you getting me now? We call it sector skill. Please, I can't see a timer here so that I can pace myself. So it will be nice if I can have a timer, or when it's 10 minutes, let me know. All right? Then we have what we call cognitive what? Cognitive skills. Cognitive skills. Cognitive skills are cultivated through mental process of gathering and processing information to accomplish a certain task. They are fundamental abilities that the human brain employs for thinking, learning, remembering, reasoning, paying attention to various external what? Stimuli. They call it what? Cognitive what? Skills. Cognitive skills. These cognitive skills, sometimes you pick it from the street. Hello? Why the boy is soji? It's a cognitive skill. The guy is very attentive. It's a cognitive skills. The guy can remember what happened exactly 30 years ago at the same hour. It's a cognitive skill. And sometimes there are things you can do to develop this skill, because this skill, even though it's not a skill people use every day, but it's a skill that you use with other skills to be as effective as possible. Cognitive skills. There's no school that teaches it. For instance, if you join maybe music group in your school, football team, all these other extracurricular activities. For instance, I went to boarding house, Federal Government College, Kaduna. So as a human being, I'm very alert all the time. You know why? When you're in junior school, in secondary school, a senior can just call you and say, how much is in your pocket? How much is in your pocket? Says maybe 500 naira. He can collect 400 and give you 100. When we're in secondary school, nobody will catch him. So in secondary school, you can never catch me with money. We have hidden pockets. Hello? As a student, you have hidden pockets. So you say, how much is you? Nothing. Search me. You can never see 1 naira. So at that level, even though those skills look like they are negative, but they are cognitive skills. It makes you alive, awake, attentive. Every time you see me, I'm studying environment. Because when in secondary school, if you don't study the environment, you enter one chance easily. They say, one boy, all of you can be on punishment for 3 hours. So you learn how to escape. One boy, you do as if something is wrong with you. Immediately you see that you have a space, you disappear. You learn how to disappear. These are skills that we didn't know were useful. Until gradually you grow up in life and see that you can escape Nigerian police just by having some cognitive. For instance, a Nigerian policeman will never stop me. You know why? Because I will never dress in a certain way that makes them stop you. Because I understand that life is about psychology. Immediately you are wearing a necklace, you are wearing a t-shirt, you are in a good car, you look funky, they will stop you in Nigeria. Okay, look serious. If you wear glasses, listen, these glasses works miracles. When you are wearing glasses, they say, "Okay, be going." He's a serious person. He doesn't commit crime. These are things you learn in body house. I tell you, they are skills, and they are very relevant in life. Examples of cognitive skills: memory, attention, perception, logical thinking, speed of thought. How can you process yourself out of a problem fast? Capacity never to be stranded. Everywhere you are, you find a solution. It's a skill. So when they employ you, they see that this guy, every problem, he knows how to solve it. And there's no school that teaches that. No school. Only the school of life. But you have to subject yourself to that school. Then we have what we call technical what? Technical skills are trade-specific skills. They are required training for acquisition. Not going to school. They require what? Training. Technical skills, also known as hard skills, are qualities acquired by using and gaining expertise in performing physical or digital tasks. So let's look at some examples of them. We have things like data analysis, web development. These are technical skills. Computer programming, financial management, bookkeeping, graphic design, writing, cooking. Now we have things like AI. These are technical skills. Most of the time you have to go for a training, not really a school, to acquire them. For instance, for me, most of my life, what I've used to survive is what? Technical skills. Because This one refused to work. This one refused to work. So in those early days, you see me, I do web design, I do graphics design, I do websites, I do domain hosting, I do cryptocurrency. There's no school that teaches you that. You learn them. And listen to me, if you are below 30 here, please, or maybe below 25, below 30, below 25, these are the seasons you should be acquiring technical skills. You have time. Because technical skills requires what? To learn them. You need time. And finally, we look at behavioral what? Skills. Behavioral skills. Behavioral skills are those that cannot be acquired solely through formal education or training. No school can teach you behavioral skills. They encompass personal and interpersonal skills, activities such as extracurricular pursuits, sports, volunteer work, general life experience. They like to contribute to these skills. So for instance, look at some examples. Ability to listen. Nobody can teach you. Ability to convince somebody is called negotiating skills. Creativity and proposal of ideas. Nobody can teach you that. Taking initiative, organizing, planning, stress management, kindness to others. Nobody can teach you that. Communication, making friends, and for instance, I learned how to talk because people don't know that talking is a skill. Because I was a pastor on campus for 4 years. Is it 5 or 5 years or 6 years? If you had strike to it. Because by my 200 level, I was a pastor. And I graduated about 4 sets before I graduated. So I was learning how to what? Communicate. It's a skill. There's no school that teaches you that. Remember, knowledge is not what? Very important. Skill has to be acquired by doing. That's the thing about skill. Because there is no expertise without exercise. You don't attain without training. Listen to me. When you develop all the right skills, there is a confidence you have with you that no matter what happens, you survive. If life goes like this, you are okay. If life goes like this, you are okay. Anywhere by left face, you succeed. At least one of the skills will work. That's why it's not good to be too focused in a direction when it comes to skill development. As when you are young, as many skills as you can acquire, keep acquiring. Because you don't know which one will prosper tomorrow. He said when you are young, he said cast your seed. He said when you are old, don't withhold your hand because you don't know which one will prosper. I manage a company. I have about 100 and something staff now. One of the way to manage a company is to know how to talk to them. It's a skill. There are some managers that with their mouth, they scatter the company. Yes, with the mouth. Because while the people were learning to talk, do you know a lot of the guys you see in Senate, House of Rep, local government chairman, go and check. They were SUG in university. Hello? They were what? SUG. What were they learning? Political skill. You were where? You were in class. Only developing your, what's that skill we call it now? Sectorial skill. These guys were developing how to organize, how to plan election, how to talk to a group of people and get their votes. Are you getting me now? It's a skill. Leadership is a skill. Making friends and influencing others is a skill. And some of these skills, when you combine them together, you become an invisible human being. Because there's no how to trap this guy. Anywhere you go, the guy has a skill to escape. I did this analysis myself. Because sometimes when I look at some people who are learning some skills at a certain age, I pity them. Because I feel age and skills also go, there's a correlation. There's some age that you should stop learning some skills and focus on other skills. So for instance, when you are below 25 years, you are developing your sectorial skills, you are developing your technical skills. Most of the time, you don't really need your cognitive skills, so they can be at 2. And behavioral skill can also be low, because at that time, you are learning. You are not in a place of authority, you are not in a place of influence. Are you getting me now? When you are young. But as you grow older, between 25 and 40, your sectoral skills should be in full gear. If, for instance, you are a banker, then by that between 25 and 40, you should be at the peak of your career as a banker. If you are a doctor, you should be at the peak. And if you are a technical person also, at that time you should be at your peak. At that time, I expect your cognitive skill also to be at its peak. But depending on you, your behavioral skill might just be average. It's okay at that time. But by the time you are above 40 to 65, I expect sectoral skills, behavioral skills to become minimized. Cognitive skills and behavioral skills should be what you use. You stop doing technical things. You start using your sense, not your strength. Hello? I'm getting young people to be using their strength, because young people have strength. When you see a manager carrying load, he has a problem. Because by that time, the manager should be using more of behavioral skill. Keep up with the young guys. Hello? You can't. The rate at which, because that's their time. They know what is happening right now. By that time, you should be in leadership. You should be Oga. They are working for you. Your own is to, I have a set of guys who do marketing and marketing in the company. And I'm the manager, but I'm also the head of marketing, because marketing is one of my strengths. All right? So, what is my job? My job is to give direction. Guys, before anything goes out, let me see it so I can approve it. Oh, this is not done, we're going to do it. The software they used to do it, I don't know how to, it's not my business. There was a time I used to worry about the software. What software are they using for graphics? God forbid. My job is just to see the graphics now. Is it up to standard? Are the words the right words? Guys, go and rework this word. This word can be stronger than this. Are you getting me now? You should be using more of these skills when you are above 40. Organizing, leadership, communicating. But the small things, no, those are for children. Technical stuff, web design, no, you are too old for that. You call my son and say, do a website. This is their time for website. If you are above 40, 45, you are still doing website, something is wrong. So young boys, you just give direction, leadership, vision. Are you getting me this morning? So for our young people here, begin to program your life, because life is about programming. If you don't program yourself properly, at 45, you'll still be doing technical skill. You are still doing graphics. No, you are too old for that. Young people are designed. You see, there's something in their system designed for that. For you, you should be thinking multiple. For instance, I sit down to imagine how Elon Musk runs about 3 or 5 multi-trillion-dollar businesses. Imagine if he was still doing technical things. He can't. At that time, it's vision, idealization. So let's move very fast. I still can't see my time, so let's look at executive courses at Stanford Business School. When you are going for an executive course, you are mostly above 35 or 40. You can't see any young graduate in an executive course. No, you must have like 15 years experience before they allow you to those courses. Look at the kind of courses they do. Look at it. Be a leader who what? You can see now. There, nobody at executive level, nobody will train you on anything technical. Just watch. This was Stanford University, one of the top business schools in the world. Executive program for growing what? Companies. Executive program for strategy and organizing. The emerging CMO, strategic management and marketing leadership. Look at these courses. These are the courses they do at that level. At that level, nothing technical or nothing about a certain area. No. By that time, behavioral skills is what you need. Behavioral skills. Managing teams for innovation and success. Executive program for non-profit leaders. People, culture, and performance. Strategy for Silicon Valley. You see, it's not for children again. You can never see an executive course on writing code. It's not for executives. It's for children. Are you with me this morning? So program your life well, so that when it's time, when it's time for him to drive a car, you get him a car. There's a Yoruba code like that. When it's time to get him a bicycle, you get him a when it's time for some things have time. And there's nothing as terrible as doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not going to be effective because it's not your time for it. Are you getting me this morning? Yes. You see it. Let's quickly look at skills you need to make money online. Turn your passion into a profitable what? Business this year. Let's look at it very fast. I want to quickly guide us. You want to make some small change this year. Are you getting me now? How do you make it work? You see it? So let's go some practicals now. How we can make some extra change online. I think everybody needs to make some extra change now, right? And thank God money online is not in Naira. Most of the time it's in what? It's in USD. So if you can make some USD, it's not bad. All right? Are you with me this morning? Sometimes I wish church can be like school, where we are forced to do what we learn. You see, most of what I've used to guide my life and run the company I run today, I run about 4 companies now. I learn them from here. That's why I don't miss, if you observe. Listen, no matter where I am in the world, 8 o'clock in the morning, I log into this business training you are seeing here. I tell you, I don't joke with it. Most of what I have used to run my life and my business, I've learned it from here. From here. There's no better business training you can get anywhere in the world than what you learn here. The problem is not the training. Remember, knowledge is not what? You have the knowledge, but the effort to develop the skill for me is very challenging. If you can put in the effort with the skill, you scale easily. All right? Web design and what? It's one of the skills you need now. If you can't do a website, it doesn't make sense. Simple website. Especially if you're a one-man army. You don't have the money to hire web designers now. There was a time I was one-man army. I'll do the website, I'll do the graphics, I do everything. There was a time I was like that. I can't pay anybody for anything, so I do everything. So if you're in that kind of place, you need to learn how to do a simple website now for your business. Yesterday I was checking, I wish sometimes we can be practical in church. I was checking out some of us, our business online, and I can see some of us don't even have a website. How can you be in this church, you have a business, and I Google your company, and I don't see your website? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It means you are just wasting all the training here. I don't have a website. Very simple stuff you can do sometimes if you know what you are doing in less than 1 hour with a good WordPress. In those days, I don't even know about now. I don't have time now for that. But in those days, give me WordPress. I buy a template on what's that website? We buy templates now. Something Forest, Theme Forest. Go to themeforest.com, buy a template of WordPress, change the template, put logo, you set it down straight. There was a time I did a website for a business school in Lagos, business school Netherlands. I did their website. I think I charged them then about 200,000 or 300,000. That website cost me like 20K to do, because I bought a team for like $20. Beautiful theme. When you see that theme, you think I called all the consultants in the US to design that website. It's a theme. You know what they call theme? If you don't know theme, it doesn't make sense. You should read down here. If you don't know what they call theme, THEME, website theme. In this day and age, you get a theme, you change the content, program, it's ready. I would say, wow, what a beautiful site. No, you didn't do anything. You paid for the site. Very simple stuff. But thank God for here now. We have decided one of the most relevant skills to acquire, as you can expose to several ranges of clients, also knowing little or a little bit about design, coding can also be a long way, all right? But building a website is so much easier now than 5 years ago, especially with some AI tools like Framer and what? Webflow. These are AI tools that can do websites for you now. Makes life easy. It's not even at the WordPress level now. It's easier than WordPress days. Easier. So you have a website. There was a time I used to have a lot of websites. You know, everything I do a website very fast. Because what's a website? It's nothing. It's cheap. Then video editing. You should, every young person, at least you are below 35, in this day and age, should be able to edit video. Because everything now is what? Video. Everything is video. Everything is video. Everything is video. Now, if your content is just text, the guy with video will beat you. I don't know if you're getting me now. So video has taken over the world, and the power of visual storytelling in this digital age cannot be overemphasized. Instagram, YouTube, and all these visual media networks are means through which visual shapes, narrate, and engage what? The audience. This is video now. So if you can't edit video, it's a shame. Now listen to me, guys. I can see some young people here. I expect that between now and next Sunday, all these things I'm saying should be in your hand like this. They should be in your hand like this. If you don't have them before. Sometimes you don't do websites because it's generating money. Because one day you don't know where you will be, and somebody said they need a website, and you can show them that your website has a reference. There's nothing as terrible as having no reference when you want to get a job. So I've done this site. You open it. Oh, this is. I think in those days we did website for Datina also. Datina Design. Our first website. Now we do them. In those also days. Also. You know that was also days. You do website 5,000. You give Thanksgiving. 5K website. The market for video editor is quite untouched, as people do not copy and paste. A lot of people do copy and paste, but there is a lot of opportunities when it comes to making money, especially when you can master the skills. For example, you can partner with a YouTuber and make money through what? AdSense revenue generated. If you don't know what AdSense is, you should come and kneel down here also. If you don't know what AdSense is, and you are in this place, it's a shame. Content what? These are things you have to know now. Money does not grow on trees. Haven't you discovered that by now? Hello? Have you done this? Because the Nigerians are still waiting for miracle. Me, I don't know which those Nigerians are. Some people are still waiting for what? For a prophet to say everybody collect a lot. It's a lie. Content creation. This is a lot of work to do. Content creation is the art of creating valuable content through text, videos, or audios, which in turn gets you attention and following of a particular audience. I was looking at this guy yesterday. Something Accord. Is it Kunle Accord? What's his name? Afford or Accord? Is it Tunde Accord? Kunle Accord. This Yoruba actor. You understand? And I was watching one of his on his channel. He has a channel now, because everybody understands the game now. Everybody's waking up to the game. So this guy goes to visit old actors who are really suffering somewhere, and he puts it online, and he's getting 800,000 views. Wow. The guy has about 30-something thousand followers on YouTube. I'm like, wow, this is good. This guy will be having some good revenue from here. That revenue is better than doing a movie. Because while he's sleeping, he's making that revenue. For him to make money in a movie, he has to be there physically. Please, if you want to become rich, you must create systems that while you are sleeping, it's making money. Are you getting me now? While you are what? Sleeping. The internet is like God. It does not sleep or slumber. Hello? So while you are asleep, it can be making money for you. It doesn't sleep or slumber. So content, video content, what ideas can you come up with? You don't have to be in the video. That's what I saw the guy was doing. He will call two elderly people and say, we are going to do proverb contest. You give a Yoruba proverb, you give another Yoruba proverb, you give a Yoruba proverb. Let's see who will not be able to get a proverb. And this is getting views. Views, content. If you are sleeping, wake up. Money doesn't grow on trees. Where does it grow? On skills. On skills. In return, you get paid through YouTube AdSense, sponsorship, affiliate income, also from sharing your product. Content creation is a blend of different skills. You can see it now. Content creation is a blend of what? Different skills in one. So sometimes there are some things you do. There is a combination of skills together. I'm a website designer, for instance, let's assume. And I want to go and talk to a company that wants to do a website. My communication skills will influence whether they will give me the job or not. Yes or yes? Yes. My sales and marketing skills come into that transaction. So your technical skills need sales and marketing, which is why I think the next thing is sales and marketing. We spent about a month or 2 months in this church, but last year, talking about sales and marketing. Listen, this is my major strength in my life. I told you I have not used engineering for 1 hour. But you see, the first job I ever got in my life, not the initial useless job, but the real first job I got in my life, I was head of marketing. And guess what? I've never attended a marketing course in my life. Everything I know about marketing is personal development from reading about marketing. The current company I run, I got that job not because of the industry. No. The guys, the CEO said, I need somebody with a marketing mind. And this marketing mind has not gone to marketing course before. Sales, please, if you don't know about sales and marketing, go and develop skill here. These are skills that will never fail you. Sometimes when I sit down and I look at some business, I can tell you they can never work. Not because there's a devil. No, the owner doesn't know sales and marketing. Because product doesn't sell itself. For instance, if you read you know what to say. Instead of selling. Sales. Thank you, sir. Sales and marketing is one of the most important skills, as every engagement in today's world involves what? Selling. Everything. Everything. Every billboard you see in Ibadan, 95% is a waste. Most of those who design it, who created it, they don't have selling sense. You don't understand selling. Most of it is a waste. Waste of money. How many minutes? Oh, I've already overshot. I just started though. Like 5 minutes ago, I think. Sales and marketing does not start from selling of the product. It actually starts from what? The ideation of the product. So before you start any business, don't be thinking of the product. Be thinking whether this product can sell. Before you start the product, you have to think first, how do we sell this? If not, don't start the product. If you don't have how to sell it. When you start the product, it will waste in your warehouse, so nobody will buy. The AI. Everything that is what? Man, you need AI skills now. AI skills. AI has evolved in a few years. 2024 is going to get much bigger. Learning AI will not only keep you ahead, but make you what? Very efficient. All right? Hello? It's not moving. Why is my mouse not moving again? Who can help me? Do you know why, sir? No, it's not technical skills. Why did this thing stop moving all of a sudden? Who has an idea? Who knows why? You should know why. Oh. All the young people here should know why. Why was this thing working? All of a sudden it stopped working. Is it the problem with this thing? No. Is it like the computer's problem? No. What happened? Most of the time when that happens, it means this application is no longer active. If the application stops being active, this thing will not work with it again. You should have known that because you have done a lot of presentations and you have worked with slides a lot. You should know. When the application is active, it works. Learning AI is like learning to use Google. Most people use Google for basic needs, but you have to actually, for me, you see, what has come about AI is that AI itself is about you. Let me show you something. A wise man will what? Will hear and increase learning. A man of understanding shall attain wise counsel. A man of what? A wise man. It means a foolish man will not hear and will never increase learning. A man of no understanding shall never attain unto wise counsel. What does this mean? The wisdom you have in you determines the wisdom AI gives you. Hello? The what? What you have in you is what determines what AI will give you. If you are a foolish person, AI will be what to you? It will be foolish. The smarter you are in what you are doing, the smarter you'll be able to use AI, because AI itself is not what will get you the results. It's your capacity to what? Use the AI. So for instance, AI is an open book exam. Sorry, AI is like an open book exam. If you don't know what you are looking for, you will not know where to find it. Have you done open book exam before? They will give you a textbook. And in exam hall, you say a question. It will not consider way. And yet you have what? The book. Yet you can't answer the question. Just because it's an open book doesn't mean you have passed. What am I saying? AI is like open book exam. If you don't know what you are looking for, if you don't have the content inside you initially, you're wasting your time. Which is why you have to go to foundation and get the content inside you. Very important. Go to the foundation and get the content inside. So, for instance, these are AI tools for editing videos, video editing. If you have a camera, you can just take photos. You can check them out one by one. These are AI tools for video editing. All right. These are AI tools for website designing. All right. These are AI tools for content creation. All right. These are AI tools for sales and marketing. There are AI tools for everything now. Now, I'm not saying you should use all. You just pick one of the best or two that you like the most and you maximize it. So you have to check all sometimes to know which one you like the most. That gives you the value you want, and then you start using it to work. All right? So let's do one practical, then I close. Let me ask you, what is Joseph's skill? We know Joseph in the Bible. What's his skill? Huh? What is it? Administrative skill. What else? Forecasting. Okay, because you can interpret dreams. What else? Sales and marketing. Well, tell me, where is this sales and marketing? Tell me now, where did you do sales and marketing? Selling to them products and all of that. That one that was farming, I feel Joseph's major skill is what? Administrative. You can see it's not a technical skill. It's a behavioral what? That's why it's very important. Please, if you don't develop anything, develop behavioral skills, management, administration. They are very important skills that takes you from being an employee to become a manager. A manager must be able to administer, must be able to manage. Second skill you see with Joseph again, that's administrative. He took care. Administrative. All right? Then, when Joseph saw the next morning, he noticed they looked what? Upset. This guy knows how to observe human beings. It's like human resource. Also like an administrative skill. And then, how was Joseph able to know the solution to the famine? From developing administrative skills, from Potiphar's house to prison, he was able to develop skill. You can see that skill development starts from where you are now. It's like a prerequisite course. If you miss a step, it can affect the next one. So every day, guys, you need to keep adding and adding and adding to your skill. All right? So they put Joseph what? What is that again? Administrative skill. And that's why, to me, behavioral skill is a skill that everybody needs to pay attention to and develop very fast. Learn how to talk like a manager. Some people talk like employees. Listen, when you learn how to talk as a manager, your boss begins to see this is the guy for the next that will become the next manager. Because talking like when they were interviewing Joseph here, they noticed he spoke like a manager. Let Pharaoh look for somebody. Who would they look for before? Schooling doesn't assure employment, but what? Skill does, I tell you. I went to school, no employment, but skill. Got the job done. So winner is somebody who requires God's given talent, works his tail off, and develop it. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Welcome. This is the Bridge Network, City Church, Canada. We're so glad that you're here with us today. Our vision is outstanding life and service to God, transforming the world. We invite you to come for the word, and we know that you will stay for the kingdom. The Bridge Network City Church, Canada, is based in Vancouver at the moment, where we're starting out, and we believe so strongly in connecting to each other, to community, and of course to God. And to be a part of this, everything you need to know about how to give, how to support, how to contact us is right there on the screen in front of you. The number is 1-604-600-7940. The website is thebridgenetwork.ca. We look forward to hearing from you. We thank you so much for being part of what we're doing today. And remember, the Bridge Network City Church Canada is here just for you.